It's Thunderbolt basketball on Twin Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Millville High School, where today we forget about the regular season. The state tournament starts. The South Jersey Group 4 tournament is underway. Millville will be hosting the Braves of Williamstown today, the number 7 seed versus the number 10 seed. I'm Fred Melendez, along with Ariel Melendez. And the state tournament, of course, you just got a tournament page on the regular season. It's a whole new season to start with.
Yeah, we've got a really good matchup tonight. These I kind of turned out the regular season, but these two teams are coming off a loss in their last game of the regular season. So you know, they're going to come out pretty slow, looking to get the tournament started off.
That's right. You can put everything from the regular season behind you. It's a new season, a new start. We'll see if Millville can rebound from a tough loss against Collingswood the other day on a very tough one-point loss. We'll see if that happens. I'd like to thank the cheerleaders and the mascot for joining us for today's opening. Now let's go to our pregame interview with Coach Mike Latour.
We're just moments away from the start of the state tournament, the South Jersey Group 4 tournament. Millville is hosting Williamstown. Millville is the 7th seed, and Williamstown is the 10th seed. Coach Mike Latour is with us. And, Mike, how do you feel about today's game in general?
Yeah, it's exciting to make it into the playoffs. Have a home game in front of all our fans and our families will be great. So looking forward to it. Williamstown's a tough team and should be a really good game tonight.
Now, the previous game, of course, a tough way to lose the game. You were ahead for a good part of that game, and they just put it together at the end and won it by that 1 point. But that's, again, one of those learning points that I'm sure you stress to the kids.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been fortunate all season long to come out on top on those close situations, and that was the first time. So it was a good lesson to learn in the regular season, and now hopefully it'll help us to going into the playoffs.
Do you think it refocuses your kids to say, like, we can't let the pedal off the metal?
Yeah, definitely a learning experience.
Off the pedal. That's the exact phrase. We'll get it right.
Yep, learning experience. So just going to take it and make a positive out of a negative for us.
Okay. And if you advance, you play the number 2 seed, correct?
Unless Bridgeton comes up with a huge upset. But, yeah, I'd love to see that. We'd have a home game. But no, Lenape's really, really tough. That's the next level of really good teams in South Jersey, Cherry Hill East, Lenape, Egg Harbor.
And I think they're in action already, so we maybe before the broadcast is over might get a score.
Know, yeah.
Not that we could tell you during the game.
That's all right, yep.
Yep, so it'll be Lenape and Bridgeton. Most likely Lenape will be the second round. That'll be an away game.
Yes.
Okay, so Coach, congratulations on a great season so far. Let's see if you can get win number 19 today.
That'd be great.
All right, Coach Mike Latour, Fred Melendez will be back with more in just a minute.
And now, back to the game.
Yep. So there you see it. The floors are empty right now, but the starting lineups are just about set to be introduced. The NJSIAA, I should try to say New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association, South Jersey Group 4 tournament is just about to start. We have the national anthem first of all. Williamstown versus Millville in this opening round game of the South Jersey Group 4 tournament. The starting lineups being introduced, and if you watched the game on Saturday or Friday of last week, We have a big-time celebration coming up. Rocky Musara is going to highlight a few things, so we'll see if that – he said he's going to do the same exact thing as far as the introductions go.
First for the visitors, the 11 and 12 Williamstown Braves. Starting at point guard, a 6-foot junior, number 1, Christian Mazamuda. Starting at guard, a 5'10 junior, number 15, Owen Denton. Starting at forward, a 6'3 junior, number 13, Landon. Starting at forward, a 6'2 senior, number 14, Shane Haley. Starting at forward, a 6-foot sophomore, number 34, Harold Hill. The head coach for the Braves is Tom Sheridan. Let's see the starting lineups for your 18-7 Millville Thunderbolts. Starting at guard, a 6'2 junior, number 1, Jabbar Varianto. Starting at forward, a 6'2 senior, number 2, Caleb Bowman. Starting at guard, a 5'10 junior, number 3, Dante Smith. Starting at guard, a 5'11 sophomore, number 11, Jalen Foster. And he is the middle, starting at center, a 6'5 junior, number 33, Jaden Merrill. The head coach of the Thunderbolts is Coach Mike Couture. Your official for this night are the 7th night game is Dan Bradley, Ronnie Buck, and Myron Hendricks. And of course, the Millville Athletic trainer is Mr. Dan Richter.
Reminiscent of the days at the Bacon School cave when floor hockey dominated that scene. Rocky Musara always put a great show on with all the spotlights and everything, and the last 2 games he's been here to do the same thing. So we thank Rocky Musara for delivering that opening for the Millville Thunderbolts. Again, the starters for Williamstown, first of all, number 1 will be Christian Mazamudo. Number 15 is Owen Denton. Number 34 is Harold Hill. Number 13, Landon Eaton. And number 14, Shane Haley. For Millville, starting 5 is the same. Number 1, Jabbar Barriento. Number 2, Caleb Bowman. Number 3, Dante Smith. Number 11, Kalen Foster. And number 33, Jaden Merrill. The opening tap is taken by Williamstown, so they have the first possession of the game. Nice pass to the post, and that was a sweet play. Denton with the basket. So Williamstown scores the first points of the game. See if Millville can match that start right here as Foster looks to drive baseline, moves to the glass. There's the putback. And if Bowman has a good game, Millville's in very good shape. He, of course, always draws the big assignment on defense and picks up a couple of early fouls. So if he can start producing on the scoreboard, that is a big bonus for the Millville Thunderbolts from what we've seen this season. 2-2 tie, just 30 seconds into the game. Into the front court now come the Williamstown Braves. They swing it to the right side. Again, a nice underneath pass, and that time it missed. But the idea very much the same. It looks like Williamstown's going to try to set up something down low every time. That's twice now. Meanwhile, Dante Smith with the dribble. Good pass. Somehow Merrill kept it in, but the ball is lost. They swing it to the left side, and that is Mazamudo, rebounded by Kalen Bowman. Early stages of the game. All tied up at 2 as Smith puts it in the hands of Barriento. Foster hands off to Bowman. Bowman thought about driving, and he is tabbed with a travel. Sketchy start for the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, it looks like Williamstown, as you mentioned, is really trying to get that quick perimeter play to kind of get Millville on their toes, moving to try and open up the middle. It worked for them to start, but Millville's been pretty good at getting the rebounds these last 2 possessions.
Down to 6.5 minutes in this opening quarter, all tied up at 2. Again, good pass down low. That's been the way that they're attacking as Shane Haley converts. Looks like they're going to go straight to the hole each time.
Yeah, they're going to give what Millville gives them, essentially. So Millville's going to really close up that hole there.
Foster, ball in the air, alley-oop pass is tipped. Nicely saved by Smith, however. Dante trying to go in, and we're going to get a jump ball call. That'll favor Millville because the opening tap was won by Williamstown.
Yeah, Smith trying to go through a lot of contact there. Almost has the ball completely stripped from him, but they do rule in Millville's favor.
Bowman doing the thing right in front of the basket there to tip in for Millville's only points so far. Foster hands off to Smith. Smith looking for some room to roam, and he's going to be guilty of another travel.
Really trying to initiate contact down there in the middle, trying to go through maybe too many players. Doesn't allow him to kind of get anything going, really.
The Braves are really closing off the lane and now coming right into the lane and driving it home. Number 1, that's Christian Mazamuto.
And Mazamuto has really been a key part to this Braves offense, averaging 13.3 points during the regular season. If he gets going, it's a bad sign for Millville.
Foster outside to Barriento. Williamstown really playing some good defense, almost got a steal there. Smith will try to take it in, a little short on the shot. The rebound goes off of Smith, I believe, or do they give it back to Millville? Here's that play that, again, just going right to the post. No fear, and the basket made by Masamuto. 3-point shot in the air, a little long. And Masamuto clears the rebound for Williamstown. Again, they're just coming right in and trying to attack. Now they do take an outside shot. Skims off the rim. And a high rebound taken by Foster.
Millville's been fortunate that Williamstown hasn't been able to connect on all these shots, but they're going to have to get something going. It's still only 2 points on the board.
4:45 and counting left in this opening quarter. Tight defense being applied by the Braves.
Millville trying to use a similar strategy by getting in the middle, but the Braves really closing it out.
That shot is short. They get the rebound back, Foster. And I think wisely, Mike Latour wants to talk to his troops to kind of calm things down a little bit, try to get them back in rhythm. 6-2 the score with 4:28 to go. Some of the keys that our coach gave us before the game. You mentioned right there, start with the first one, pressuring their guards. And right now, they haven't had a chance to pressure anybody because Williamstown's just taking it right to the hole as much as they can. But Coach Latour saying that they've got to pressure those guards and try to make them, force them to do something with the basketball, maybe create turnovers, things like that.
Yeah, the Braves have really tried to use that quickness on the perimeter to get Millville kind of moving around a lot and open up that hole in the middle. And it's worked for them for the most part. They haven't gotten all the shots. Millville's been a little bit fortunate that they haven't connected on everything, and they've been the first to the rebound. But they have to get something going.
Yeah, and that second one, forcing them to shoot off the dribble, they haven't had to do that because they are driving right to the basket, and they're making good passes to lead to some of those points. Timeout is over. Millville back on the floor with the basketball, down by 4. Dante Smith over to Barriento. He looks to drive the lane. He has a shot blocked. Foster will save it for the Thunderbolts. Oh, Williamstown's really giving a lot of resistance underneath. Barriento tries. He's cut off. Barriento will try a distance shot, and he nails the 3, and that's a clutch shot for the Millville Thunderbolts.
Yeah, Millville have been really kind of shut out there. It looked like, I don't know if Williamstown saw something on the tape before that, but they've really been covering up the middle very well in Millville's possession.
And now a nice steal by Barriento. He'll try to take it in, and he does, off the glass. And suddenly Millville, that 5-point stretch, has them in front.
Yeah, that really was a clutch three there right before that by Barriento. Kind of maybe let the team exhale a little bit.
We get a foul on Millville. They lead 7-6. First foul of the game goes to number 33. That's Jaden Merrill. Looking to inbound it underneath. They go outside. Hill works to the left side. Nice pass. Shot is up, and it's off the rim. Good rebound by Raekwon Ford now in the game, number 5. Well, Millville's got that 5-point streak now. They can add to it and see if they do that here. Foster down low. Bowman, nice dish underneath, but it's stolen away. Shane Haley with the steal. A lot of contact, no foul. Now they call the foul. And I guess they're going to call it a shooting foul as well. Here's that shot by Barriento. They needed it badly, and he splashed it home.
Yeah, Mazamuda, not the one you want to foul down low.
Looking to make it a 3-point play with this free throw. Off the back rim. But again, a good rebound. Going up, off the glass, no good. Bowman skies high and takes it down for Millville. 8-7 the score.
Millville a little fortunate there that Mazamudo missed that one, and despite the Braves getting the rebound, that they weren't able to essentially turn that into a 3-point swing.
Masamudo with the defense to knock the ball out of bounds. One-point lead for Williamstown. And they get a steal here as quickly coming up court is Eaton. Looking to go call. Oh, that's a travel. How did they not call a travel? Interesting. Okay. Eaton puts it in. I mean, he hopped. 10-7 the score. Barriento gets it back to Ford. Again, tight defense being supplied by Denton. Ford passes to Barriento, left side. Drives along the baseline, gets a nice bounce off the glass. And Barriento's carrying the offensive load, 7 of Millville's 9 points. 10-9 Williamstown. Moving through, spin move, shot is up, and not a kind roll off the rim that time. Barriento with the rebound. Minute and a half left in this opening quarter. Williamstown really giving the Thunderbolt offense fits. They're cutting off everything. Meanwhile, Foster tees up a shot, no good. Bowman with the rebound, had it knocked loose. And Williamstown gets it.
A lot of contact down low there. The Braves are, to their credit, doing a very good job of covering up the lanes and not really letting Millville get comfortable.
They're coming here with a tight defense to play. Nice pass, but this one goes through, tipped by Millville and controlled by Foster. Under a minute to go. Opening quarter, 1-point lead for the visitors from Williamstown. Foster has it blocked, but he's fouled. I think that one will be on Shane Haley. So 2 shots coming up for Foster. Good rotation, nothing but net. Foster's first point of the game. Foster eyes up the second shot. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Mazamudo. Christian Mazamudo with the board. All tied up at 10. Handoff comes to number 15, Owen Denton. Well, you can see Williamstown's trying to go right to the, have somebody cutting through the lane, and a nice touch there by Landon Eaton for that basket.
They certainly found a strategy that's worked for them.
Barriento tries the three and splashes it home. He's having himself quite a first quarter. 10 points for Barriento. 2 threes. And how is that not a foul? I'm seeing a different game here. But nonetheless, we're down to the end of the quarter. That shot by Barriento. Here's the play by Williamstown. A nice little hook shot that was made by number 13, Landon Eaton. And shortly after that, Millville got it down court. We'll take a look at it. There's Barriento drilling the tray. So we are at the end of the first quarter, 13-12. The Thunderbolts have the 1-point lead. We'll be back in just a moment, but the cheerleaders are on the floor, so let's give them a little shout out there. The in-between quarters exultations. The mascot, of course, with us as well. Williamstown coming in and playing some tough defense in that first quarter.
Yeah, you have to wonder if maybe they saw something in their last matchup with Millville. These two teams don't face off too often, but it looks like Williamstown's really found a strategy where they're not going to give Millville anything down the middle, and they're going to try to take what they can get down the middle.
Christian Mazamudo spins away from Smith for a moment. Then he gets a pick. That'll be a blocking pick. Yep, good. That's a call. Fred Orrock setting an illegal pick. So he is tabbed with the foul. Both teams now with 2 team fouls. Barriento's double team, but he double dribbles. A lot of discontinuation by the Thunderbolts right now.
The Braves have really been able to kind of get Millville out of sorts there. That's the 3rd travel in this game. They're doing a good job kind of double, triple teaming guys. It almost forces them to take that extra step.
Mazamudo again guarded by Smith. Little push off there. Just a little one. Orrock passes it back to Mazamudo. Again, tried to go through. Again, looking for that pass to the post. This time Millville's feet got in the way.
Almost looked like Mazamudo tried to smack that off Merrill's knee.
So Williamstown retains possession. Haley inbounds it. Gets it to Orrock. Christian Mazamudo calls out the play, and Williamstown goes into its set offense here. Bit of a switch on the defense there.
Smith doing a nice job there covering Mazamudo. You could tell the Braves were trying to get the ball to him, but Smith doing a really strong job of keeping him covered.
Williamstown's head coach calls a timeout. Early parts of the second quarter, 13-12 Millville leads. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Win Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Welcome back to the Thunderdome. 13-12 Millville with a 1-point lead. Good defense by Dante Smith to knock the ball away, but it's still Williamstown's possession. Looking to get the ball in. Mazamudo gets around. Smith, not a good foul. Can't do that, Dante. That was an obvious foul. Kind of foul that coaches are not going to like seeing. He tried to knock the ball away, but he missed it and caught the player. Meanwhile, shot is up off the rim. Skying up for the rebound, looking for an outlet. Masamuto goes through, doesn't get it to go. They tap it up again. Lots of rebound opportunities for Williamstown on that possession. And Shane Haley will wind up at the line as a result.
Williamstown once again doing a good job of getting through the defense, and when you have 3 cracks at it right there, something's bound to happen.
Yep, they had plenty of opportunities. They'll try to get the 2 points from the line, but the first one is not good. I want to make mention of some of our viewers on Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting, Misha Newman and Charles Patterson. Glad to have you with us. Get to some more of those as we go through the broadcast. Thank you for watching. On our outlets, 2 misses there, and Bowman can't quite reel in the rebound, and Williamstown again a little fortunate to still have possession.
Yeah, Millville just having small mistakes that, while it is still early, will drive a coach pretty nuts.
So the Braves look to inbound. Masamuto puts it in the hands of Denton, and they'll go outside to set up their offense. Christian Masamuto looks to pass it. There's that pass to the post. Again, that's obviously the strategy that the Braves are trying to employ. There's that pass, a little bit errant, but they're looking to get somebody moving to the basket and hit them on the run for the baskets.
Yeah, Millville's got to start to recognize that that's a clear strategy the Braves are trying to exploit down the middle. You know it might not be easy every time, but you got to be able to tell at this point that's something the Braves are clearly trying to do.
To the front court. Oh, by himself is Bowman.
And that's what happens when you try to triple team guys, is someone's going to end up wide open under the basket.
And you got to capitalize just like that. A nice layup by Caleb Bowman. 4 points for him on the night.
Looks like the Braves just completely lost him under the basket.
Get a bit of a pick there. Open three-pointer if it goes, and it does.
And Kalen Foster a little shaken up on the play.
Harold Hill with the three. Here's the play. Good look by Ford to find Bowman all by himself.
And Foster's quickly going to take a seat here. Looks to be kind of holding that almost ankle area. Kevin Rivera checks in for him. Have to keep an eye on that one.
Meanwhile, Barriento, who had himself quite a first quarter, goes right to the hole. A little too strong on it. Ball is tapped out. And that's a C. Thank you. If he didn't call that traveling, I don't know what I would have said.
Yeah, that one would have been a little tough to miss there.
There's the three-point shot as Ford goes out, and then underneath the basket, that is Foster, who struggles back to his feet. So Millville has possession following the traveling call. All tied up at 15. 5:45 left, opening half. Barriento lost the ball. That ball's been tricky for him. His counterpart, number one, with the steal, goes left side, another three-point shot, a little long. Good rebound underneath. That is a big-time rebound by Shane Haley to put the basket in. 17-15, Williamstown back in front. Rivera with the basketball, looks to drive along the right side. Hands off to Ford. Bumping.
And yet another travel. You know, there's a difference. I think they are seeming to let him play just a little bit, but I don't know.
You know, I don't want to get into the officiating.
Millville does have to be a little bit more careful with the ball as well.
They do.
Tagged with, I want to say, their fourth traveling call of the game.
Masamuto puts it in the hands of Haley. They swing it around. There's another cut to the basket with no pass this time. Underneath. Shot is up and good.
Millville again just a little too late getting to the middle.
Landon Eaton with that basket, and the lead is now 4 for Williamstown. 4.5 minutes and counting. Barriento goes to the left side, hands off to Bowman. Rivera tries to drive again. He draws a double team. Nice play to Ford, though. Rivera found Ford, and Ford finds the basket.
It was almost a little bit of a risky pass there. Ford was pretty well covered, but a nice way to fight through the contact.
So that cuts the lead for Williamstown to 2. We get a travel call against Williamstown. Bowman does a good job of getting it to Rivera and then cutting into the lane. Nice job to read the play. Well, the basket was made. That's all that mattered. So Millville with a chance to tie or grab the lead with a 3. Ford brings it into the front court, hands off to Barriento. Jabbar Barriento pulls it out. Now he goes in. That might be a charge, yeah. Barriento guilty of a charging foul.
Yeah, a little too much contact on that one.
So Williamstown with the possession. Christian Mazamudo hands off to Haley. They swing it around to the left side. 3-point shot if it goes. It's short. Ford.
Millville almost forgetting about the rebound for a second.
A little slow to get there, but Ford did. Get across the timeline, yes. Yeah. He's got to give up the ball. There's a 5-second count.
Really good defense there by Owen Dutton.
I don't fully understand the 5-second thing. I always thought that if you were moving, the 5-second doesn't get into play. I don't understand that either. If you're just standing there, you can get 5 seconds. But if you're moving the ball, I don't get it.
But Dutton really aware of the situation there.
I saw the referee counting, but unfortunately Ford didn't see it. Williamstown looking to drive through. Dishes left side. Eaton pulls it back out to Christian Mazamudo. Ball is in Mazamudo's hands. Looks to drive, pulls it back out. 3-point open look. Swish. Landon Eaton with the tray, and the lead is now 5. 22-17 Williamstown. .2:15 to go in the second quarter. Millville looking to score points here. Barriento is fouled. Williamstown just moving the ball well. Mazamudo just pulled it back out, tried to drive in, and found the open man all by himself for a long-range 3 and splashdown. Landon Eaton with that 3 to make it a 22-17 game. First shot by Barriento is good.
And a good sight to see here from Millville as Kalen Foster looks to have shaken off that earlier injury as he'll check back in along with Merrill.
Jabbar Barriento looking to go 2 for 2 on this trip to the line. Second shot misses, and Williamstown clears the board. Masamudo sends away a teammate quickly up court.
Thought about the open 3 there.
Yes, he did. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of good movement by Williamstown. There's a basket. Nice move to the hole that time by number 10, Anthony Lentine. Or Lantine, I should say.
Merrill trying to do everything he could there, making sure he kept the hands back. Braves still able to get the basket.
Barriento finds Foster. 1.5 minutes left in this opening half. Bowman pulls it back out, hands off to Foster. Pops the jumper, it's off to the right. And Williamstown's not giving up second opportunities for the Thunderbolts. Again, pass to the post basket. Simple. If it works, it's very good. Denton from Mazamudo on that one.
And the Braves using that strategy to start to pull away as we tick down to a minute left in this first half.
Biggest lead of the game right now at 8 points. Foster tries to get 3 of them back. It's off the rim. Rebound. We haven't said that too much for Merrill. And he's going to be called for a travel.
seems to be the call of choice this evening.
Good spin move here. Basket by Lantine. So Williamstown with an 8-point lead, and I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to burn the last 40 seconds of the half here.
Have to imagine that's probably the strategy, but if they find an open shot, wouldn't deny they'll pass it up.
There it is. They're making it look very simple. Eaton with 7 points in the quarter, 11 in the game, and the lead is 10. Foster in the final 13. Barriento. Driving move by Foster has it blocked. Tell you what, Lantine got a lot of the ball. Here's that play again. This easy setup, and as you said, Ariel, when they go right to the hole, Foster overplayed it, and that was an easy layup.
Yeah, Millville, for the most part, hasn't really been able to guard that middle area. The Braves have clearly exploited something, and it's worked for them more often than not, especially in the second quarter.
First shot is good by Kalon Foster.
All you can really do at this point is hopefully make the second here, which he does, and kind of try to go into the half with some sort of semblance of confidence.
4 seconds. Do they get a shot off? Yes, they do, and yes, it goes in.
I'm almost not surprised.
Well, Williamstown got exactly what they wanted. They obviously set up their offense to go right to the hole, and Lantine finishes it with a good basket here. Just take it right on in. Merrill tried to block it, but just a good air underneath the shot, lofted it just right and went in. So that gives the Williamstown Braves a 10-point lead. It's 30-20. Cheerleaders will try to put some spirit back into things.
I think I smelled that.
Have you ever wanted to make the big money? Have you ever wanted to drive the big construction equipment? Here's your chance to go to school, learn the big machines, and start a new career. NJSIAA is a heavy equipment operator training school that offers you the opportunity to learn to use the big machines and start earning the big benefits. Don't hesitate. Call today 856-825-6655. That's 856-825-6655. Or visit our website at mcitcnj.com.
Welcome to the exciting world of television broadcasting. Have you ever wanted to be part of the team that creates the magic watched by millions? Would you like to know how it's created? With our intern programs that could lead into a full or part-time position, you can open the door to a lucrative career.
Or perhaps you'd like to be in television sales, making the big commissions and watching your sales come to life on television.
Hi, I'm Ryan Quinn, Chief Operating Officer of Quinn Broadcasting. We're excited to announce the next phase of Quinn Broadcasting and want you to be a part of it. And we're looking for interns, production teams, and salespeople to continue our growth. If you're a videographer, editor, on-screen personality, in sales, or would like to learn, we want to hear from you. We have positions open now. Give us a call at 856-451-2358. Thank you.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves, and making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
The Millville High School Thunderdome, not too thunderous for the home team so far, as Williamstown has played some very strong defense and has really run its offense pretty much, I would think, the way that their head coach, Tom Sheridan, pretty much planned it, because what we see a lot of the Williamstown squad doing is finding some way to get to the basket, find somebody there, and get easy layups.
Yeah, the Braves' strategy has really kind of worked to perfection, both on the offensive and defensive end, especially offensive. They've really been able to find a way, whether they saw something in Millville's previous games or maybe even the previous matchup, they saw something they could exploit, and they've done it almost to complete perfection.
Yep, these first two quarters certainly have belonged to the Braves. Millville, of course, they're not getting to the basket. Well, the fact that the two players on the starting roster right now for Millville have not scored is a very detrimental thing for Millville's chances of winning the game. You need to get those guys, specifically Merrill, and we have Smith off the scoreboard so far.
Yeah, and this Millville team usually has a pretty well-balanced attack. And when you're able to keep a couple of their starters off the board, and they're almost essentially forcing Barriento to carry this team. Now, he has done well so far. He has 11 points in the first half, but you can't let just one guy try and run this game, especially the way that the Braves have, been able to play it. You got to get the contributions from other guys in the lineup. Especially, it is really surprising, especially to see a guy like Merrill not have anything in the first half.
Well, they've just sealed him off. They haven't been able to get him the ball. He hasn't been able to rebound anything, because I don't think Millville has too many secondary shots off offensive class rebounds. And Williamstown's just closing off the door at the defensive end. And the fact is, I don't know that Merrill's touched the ball all that much.
Yeah, I haven't really seen him too much. I think he's maybe had one rebound or so that I've seen so far. And that's a big part of his game. And, the last time these two teams faced off, Merrill had 6 rebounds in that game. And I thought something that was, when I was looking at the stats for the last game, obviously these two teams don't face off too much. Before their matchup in December, they hadn't faced since 2019. Millville has won the last 4 matchups between his team, but right now that doesn't really seem to matter to the Braves, as they've been able to find a way. But the last time these two teams met, it wasn't Merrill who had the rebounds, it was Caleb Bowman, who had 16 rebounds in this game, but the Braves really aren't getting to the chance where they are missing shots. Pretty much every shot they've taken seems like it's going in.
See if we can take a look at those keys to the game, talk about them, see how they are handling that. We mentioned the pressuring of the guards, but they've gotten some pressure on Mazamuto, but he's found a way to find other players to get the ball to, and they move it fast enough so that they can set up that play to the post.
Yeah, and talk about wanting to force them to shoot off their dribbles. Well, it's pretty hard to do that when they're not even dribbling and when they're pretty much just going right to the hole there. And we talk about the rebounds as well. But again, pretty hard to do that when the Braves also aren't missing any shots. So some of those keys not really going too well for Millville right now.
Yeah, and talking about beating them to the boards, a lot of offensive rebounds have also been made by Williamstown for their scoring abilities as well. There you can see the scorers. The two leading scorers for each team both have 11 points, and really it was Jabbar Barriento who really put the offense on his back in that first quarter. He scored 10 of his 11 points in that opening period, and that's why Millville had a 1-point lead after the first quarter, 13-12. He leads the scoring for Millville with 11. 4 points by Caleb Bowman and 3 by Kalan Foster, who, of course, was injured momentarily, sat out for a bit. And you see the two scoreless players there. Not what you want to see if you're Millville, especially number 33 there without a point. On the other side, some decent balance. Landon Eaton really came on for Williamstown in that second quarter. 7 of his 11 points happened in that quarter, including the 3-point shot that went in. Otherwise, you see great balance again. Mazamuto with 4, Denton with 4. Lantine has 4, and Haley has 4. The other 3 belong to Harold Hill. So those players right there are really doing the job at keeping Millville off the scoreboard and really running a tight offense to lead to some easy baskets. We'll see if that changes during the second half. Millville trailing 30-20. We'll be back in just a little bit.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
At Complete Care, we are patients serving patients. I choose to bring myself and my children to Complete Care because we are a one-stop shop. We use dental, we use medical. I feel as though the quality of care here is great. I love working here. I feel great to work at a place that serves the community. There's a lot of people in need. To me, patients serving patients means we've been in your shoes. We know what great care means to us, and we want to provide that for you.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting on YouTube and on Channel 22 as well. QBC Broadcasting, Quinn Broadcasting on Channel 22 here on the local cable situation. And Millville has its work cut out for him, down by 10 points here at the half. I understand there was a pregame poll done in the last 20 hours or so, and as to who would win this game, 88 to 12%. 88% Millville got the vote. So they have some work to do to keep that poll within being correct.
They certainly got a big half ahead of them here.
They have the opening possession, so we are underway in the second half. 30 to 20, Williamstown leading. The number 10 seed leading the number 7 seed. Bowman finds Barriento, looks for 3, off the back rim. There's Merrill with a rebound. Smith drives, a little too hard on the shot. He missed it. And now we get a jump ball called, so that'll go to Williamstown. A little livelier on the offense there for their first possession. They got Merrill involved and almost got something going.
Yeah, Millville doing a good job there of getting to the rebounds, but unfortunately they can't get anything out of it.
So Christian Mazamuto brings it into the front court, hands off to Harold Hill. Eaton with the dribble. Kalen Bowman really clamping down on him. They swing it around to the left side. Again, they were looking for the post player. He wasn't there quite yet. Masamuto finds Landon Eaton. Eaton gets a return feed. Pretty long possession here for Williamstown. Ball is tipped momentarily. Somehow Williamstown still maintains possession. Ball gets through. Shot is up, no good. Boy, there was a lot of physicality in that series.
It looks like Barriento got a hand on that shot as well.
Smith back to Barriento. He does not shy taking threes, but he pulls the ball back out. Neither team has scored. Barriento finding a lane.
Has the ball taken from him, I guess?
I don't know how to describe that. There was a tree in the way and there was no foul.
But Millville does get the turnover here, as Ian has it stripped and they say was the last one to touch it.
6.5 to go in this third quarter. Yet to see a score in this period.
Yeah, Millville doing what they need to do on the defensive end, but they need to get it going on offense too.
Barriento hard off the glass. I think that's Merrill underneath. There's so many people in front of me right now. Was that Merrill?
That did appear to be Merrill down in front. Getting him involved is going to be especially important.
That's his first basket of the game. But coming right back, post play, they miss it. Good setup by Williamstown, but The finish wasn't there, and Dante Smith looking to go coast to coast off the glass, and he draws the foul. See if we can get a good look. Pretty sure it's Merrill because it was an offensive rebound. Barriento going, oh, that's the play where Barriento was blocked.
Pretty sure it was Merrill down low, though. Millville coming out with a lot more energy to start this quarter and have been rewarded a little bit for it.
Let's see if Smith can put some points on the board. He does the first one.
Sometimes you just need that one to get yourself going.
That is his first point of the game.
And he's stretching out a little something at the line. Might have been a little contact he took down low.
Second shot is up, and that one skims off the rim. Battle for the rebound. Merrill really battling, gets it to Bowman. Bowman in between the trees and makes it happen. So they get 3 points on that possession.
Exactly,
and now it's a 5-point game.
Exactly what Millville needs is to have that aggressive nature down low, and if they have the opportunity, get those second chance opportunities and make them count.
Wonder where the 5-second call is. I think that's why the crowd is loud.
I think they might have wanted to travel as well. Looked like feet was moving a little bit too much there.
3-point shot, no. Rebound battle for. Tremendous battle, finally won. Ball is poked out. Williamstown winds up with it. They're going to try a 3. How did you not know that was going in?
A really good battle down low, though. Merrill ends up with it, but I'm not sure if he wasn't aware of where his teammates were.
At the other end, Merrill, of course, kept that ball alive. Bowman got the basket in between all the traffic in front. Timeout on the floor. It's 33-25. And Millville trying to get that energy going, but the ball just didn't cooperate that last possession. And they got the 3 out of it.
Yeah, and on that defensive end, they were down low, did a really good job of trying to get the rebound. Went off a couple different hands there, but unable to make it happen. And, of course, you almost kind of saw that coming once the Braves got the ball back, that they were most likely going to have an open guy for 3.
Owen Denton delivered that 3-point basket. The lead is now 8. And 5:07 showing on the clock. Millville will take possession, try to get something on this. You need to put a streak of points together because Williamstown's just been too good in getting their own points. Smith, shot up, good. Let's see if they can get a turnover here. They need a streak of points. And the defense, that's a push off. Yes. I don't want to call the game for the guy, but if he didn't call that a push, I don't know what a push is.
Yeah, they're really putting a lot of pressure on Masamuto throughout this whole game. They've kind of kept him quiet, a big part of this Braves offense, but they want to keep him off the score for the most part. We'll look to keep doing that.
Ball is up, knocked out of bounds.
A good opportunity here for Millville to inch even closer in this one. Kind of have to get a basket here to keep it going.
Left corner, Foster spins away. Again, they're just clamping down on defense. The Braves have been all over them basically like a suit. They're just not giving Millville too much room to breathe offensively. Foster stops, pops off the glass, no good. Merrill with the rebound, he tries to drive in. Could we have that replay just now? If that was an offensive foul, I'd like to see it again. Now, he moved into position. That's an defensive foul. We're just going to leave it there, folks. You saw it. Masamuto, meanwhile. They're letting him play it, huh? A 3-point shot. They've been deadly from 3. That's their 4th 3 of the game.
Now, Millville really putting a lot of pressure on Masamuto, but the problem there is they're leaving guys wide open after that.
36-27, the lead is 9 for Williamstown. Halfway through this 3rd quarter. Foster trying to deliver it. The rim won't cooperate, but Bowman gets the rebound now. 3 players are all over him, and Bowman does the right thing. He throws it off a Williamstown player, reset. Smart play, Caleb.
Oh, yeah, almost kind of had no choice. He had nowhere to go, had to avoid Well, it could have been our, 6th or 7th travel of this game.
Here's
Makes the right call.
The open three from the left side, right side. And now Mike Latour wants a timeout. 3:41 showing on the third quarter clock. Williamstown leads 36-27. We'll be back in just a bit.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
And now, back to the game.
Back to action here. Millville with possession. Again, lots of contact that Williamstown's getting away with, and they're going to wind up with a foul shot. He's all over the player. Foster never had a chance to get it because Anthony Lantine was all over him. Lantine at the line. Checking in from Millville, looks like Kevin Rivera, number 0. Second free throw coming up for Lantine. That one he makes. The lead again at 10 points. Dante Smith with the dribble. Pass down low, Merrill trying to turn around jumper a little too hard, gets his own rebound, but it's ripped out of his hands. That was a good job by Haley to knock the ball loose and control it for Williamstown. Mazamuto, point guard. They swing it to the right side where Lantine has it. Back into Eaton's hands, he'll pull it out. Mazamuto to Hill. Open shot. That was a good play. That's a good play. He saw the opening and he put it in Mazamuto's hands. Smart set.
Yeah, and he had Rivera overcommit a little bit there, which helped set that one up.
Barriento will try a 3, and that's a big 3 for Barriento. That's his 3rd tray of the game.
Yeah, Barriento continues to carry this Millville offense as best as he can.
Again, good pass to an open player. They swing it back outside. Hill goes through the traffic, loses the ball, and it's going to go Millville's way.
I think that was Merrill down low that got his hand in on that.
There's Eaton with the dribble, and going to lead to the basket here. Nice pass out for the basket made by Mazamuto. So Millville still up, down by 10 points. 40-30 is the score at the moment.
They've really been able to get Merrill involved a lot more in this third quarter, something they desperately needed.
Foster tries it, short, and the rebound is cleared by Mazamuto. 2:10 to go, third quarter, open look, 3, short. Good rebound by Rivera, but good defense. And that ball's going to go out of bounds off of Millville. That was a good defensive play after the rebound by Millville. Gave Williamstown a chance to get the ball back, and now they have it.
Yeah, the Braves are really, clamping down even further on the defensive end than they were in the first half, and Millville just hasn't been able to find an answer for it.
Open shot. Splash. Landon Eaton now with 17 points, 3 3-pointers. And the biggest lead of the game now at 43-30 for Williamstown. Foster guarded tightly. Gets it back to Bowman. Raekwon Ford. He decides to go. I don't understand. No foul. Was there not contact there?
Hard to tell. A lot of bodies there.
Hey, Williamstown's playing a good game. I'm not taking anything away from them, but Some of these plays I'm not seeing the way they're being called. Foster, good layup.
Millville putting a lot of pressure here on the inbound.
They're going to get a takeaway this time. Foster tried to go in. Doesn't go. Rebound put back up. I believe that was Barriento. Merrill and Barriento were there. I think it was Jabbar Barriento. Now Millville's defense is answering.
Yeah, Coach Latour has been really animated on the bench, making sure his players are guarding the inbound. And it's worked pretty well the last 2 possessions here.
We saw Eaton's 3 at the other end moments ago. Williamstown will inbound the ball. Taking a lot of time here. I'll let you watch the game for a minute, folks. Basket by Haley. Rivera hands off to Barriento. Rivera, nice pass, but Bowman can't control it. A little too low on the handle and went off his foot out of bounds. Yeah, it was Barriento. Thank you there. Ryan Ronalski, of course, helping us out with those replays. Foul against Millville. That is the third one on Barriento, and he's been the key scorer for Millville, so that is not good news. Well, the crowd's into it. Let's see what Mazzumuto has up his sleeve as he hands off. Millville does a good job of sealing off the lane, and Williamstown looking for a last shot here. Now, here's the thing. They let him contact for a while. He got by him, and he called the foul after the player's by-in. I'm watching the play develop here. You can't really see it there, but nonetheless, the call was after the fact. And Barriento's got to be careful. Make sure that the shot doesn't get there. But again, a good quarter for Williamstown. After 3 quarters of play, the Braves lead the Thunderbolts 45-34. Another look at our cheerleaders as we go to break. Fourth quarter just about set to start. An 11-point deficit for the number 7 seed Millville Thunderbolts, Ariel, and Williamstown's come in here and really done a job through 3 quarters.
Yeah, they've really been able to kind of shut down a lot of this Millville offense. To his credit, Jabbar Barriento has done everything he can for this Millville team to try and keep him in it, but you got to start to get the contributions from other guys. Now, Jaden Merrill has really stepped up in the second half. He did a lot of good things in that third quarter. They'll look to continue that with the rest of the team.
Yep, Merrill just 2 points in the game, though. He's much more productive than that throughout the season. Barriento looking to drive baseline. Underneath hook, short. Rebounded by Christian Mazzumuto, and back come the Braves. Eaton hands off to Mazamuto. There's that weave that they're doing so well for the underneath layup. That was sweet and fancy and good.
Yeah, nice play down low there once again for Denton. As the Braves, where I says is Millville really hasn't been able to guard that middle.
Nice pass to Merrill. There you go. Second basket of the game for Jaden Merrill. The lead is still 11 for Williamstown. Across the timeline is Mazamuto. Hands off to Harold Hill. Landon Eaton, he feels it. And there's a putback. Offensive rebound by Shane Haley. But it was the play made by Landon Eaton that set that up. 49-36. Barriento doesn't get the ball to go in. Mazamuto steps out of bounds on the rebound. Here's the putback. Another thing that Williamstown has done well, control the offensive rebounds and make something happen with those. Pass down low, and we get a travel. How you travel when you're driving to the basket, I'd like to know. All right. Good pass. Oh, he tried to be the fancy dunker. Editorial comment, sorry. They call that a block. Okay.
Now maybe Millville can kind of use that opportunity to spark something.
Well, clock shows 6:25 left. There's the try at the dunk, not successful. And then Millville comes down and Smith tries to take it through the hole. Draws the foul. First shot is in and out.
And that's kind of the luck that Millville has had this evening is even when it looks like it's going to go in, it comes back out.
Second shot up, and that one's off the back rim. Merrill with the rebound. He loses it, though. Good hands by Williamstown again. And now they're going to get an uncontested layup. Basket made by number 15, that is Denton.
Was a good effort there by Bowman to get back and even contest the shot.
51-36, again the biggest lead, 15 now. That's going to be short.
Looks like it deflected
Merrill
all the way.
Gets the rebound. I don't understand how there's no contact there. Look at all this. It took him 3 tries to call it. Again, Williamstown's played a great game, deserved the lead by 15, but my Lord. Here's the play. Merrill will get the rebound. Good box out, but then Merrill gets it. He's fouled there. Can't tell if he's fouled there, but then he's finally fouled the third time. Merrill trying to go 2 for 2 from the line. And he does. Good play by Merrill. Ball will stay in Williamstown's possession. At this point, you got to pressure everything, down by 13. Clock at 5:49. They get it around. Christian Mazamuto loses it out of bounds, but they say it went off Millville. So Williamstown still in possession.
And Coach Latour making sure someone is on the inbounder every single time.
Mazamuto looking for the player underneath the basket, but he'll swing it to the outside. Gives it to Lantine. Eaton pulls the ball out as we reach the 5:30 mark. Williamstown now in the middle. Ball is lost. Trying to go coast to coast. Smith has it blocked from behind, and they're going to call a charge. So the basket wouldn't have counted. There's the ball that came loose out of the hands of Shane Haley. The guy's just, you got to let the guy land. How's that a charge if he's coming down? Trying to inbound it, taking a lot of time again, but they do get it in. Lantine across the line. He pulls it back. They tried to find the post this time, but Barriento found the ball. Jabbar Barriento hands off to Kalon Foster. Back to Barriento for a three. Off the rim. Nice rebound by Bowman and put back. (51-40). 4:53 on the clock, and we'll see that play right here. Good dish back for the three-point effort. The shot missed, but there's Bowman. Good inside position for the lay-in. Well, it's still an uphill climb, but there's still time. We'll see what Millville can conjure up. But Williamstown has been strong throughout the game. Their physical nature has not disappeared yet.
No, and Williamstown certainly has been using that physical edge on both ends of the floor, and kind of frustrating Millville, quite a bit, especially for Millville on the offensive end, kind of being there for those offensive opportunities. Millville's done a much better job at getting to their offensive rebounds, but you got to be able to put them in when you get the chance.
So the Bolts talking over strategy, just like the Braves are right there. Opening round of the NJSIAA South Jersey Group 4 tournament. .453 to go. Williamstown with the 11-point lead and the basketball. Well, he takes an awful long time to get the ball in. Now he threw it away. So Millville with possession. Want to make mention of those watching us. Stuart Mill, thank you for stopping by. Lib Dip Frizzetti. I said that slowly, so I tried to say it correctly. Meanwhile, alley-oop play knocked out by Williamstown. Danielle Prophet with us. So is Judy Brown, a regular on our broadcast. Glad to see you again. Charles Patterson. Misha Newman. Thank you all for being here. And now we get a foul on what I think is going to be a three-point shot. Oh, he puts up two? Where did he shoot that from? Okay, he's inside. My bad. My bad. I'll correct myself. 2-point shot. See if he can make the shot. So he makes the first one. So Barriento gets the first one, gets the second one coming up. Misses it. Rebound is taken by Mazamuda. Across the timeline, tipped out, and it's going to go Millville's way on the possession. Dante Smith across the line. He might try to go in. Shot is blocked. Merrill tips it back to Bowman. And Barriento for three, a little off the mark. Smith tries to save it. Finds Bowman off the glass, no good. And we're going to get a blocking foul against Williamstown.
Really great effort
Great
there.
hustle.
Great effort there on the offensive rebound, able to keep himself in bounds.
Let Smith go here. Look at that play. They found Bowman. And it almost paid off for a basket, but it does turn into two shots from the foul line. Bowman makes the first one. Second shot, good. 10 points for Bowman. He's made his contribution. Alley-oop play, that's going to go out of bounds. See, now by forcing those inbounds plays a little bit, now Millville's creating those turnovers, and that's how you can climb back into the game.
And the
Great
Braves,
job by Merrill.
Braves certainly taking a lot of time to inbound the ball. Millville doing a really good job of keeping everyone covered. You're almost essentially forced just to throw it somewhere and hope somebody gets it.
Well, Coach Tom Sheridan notices that things are a little bit amiss, so he calls a timeout. Millville, of course, trailing by 8 points. We'll be back to see what they have on their strategy when we return in just a moment.
I'm Bart Feldman, and this is TNF Camera. We are a full-line photographic studio and camera store. We invite you to come in and take a look at the products and services that we provide, from youth sports, high school sports, school pictures, and a wealth of photographic equipment. The advantages of coming to a store is you have the ability to talk to people and see exactly what you want to purchase beforehand. It's TNF Camera, 1362 South Delsey Drive here in Vineland.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
Millville talking things over. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez. It's an 8-point lead for the visitors from Williamstown. Opening round of the South Jersey Group 4 tournament. The winner of this game playing the winner of the Lenape-Brixton game. That was played earlier. Probably a result. We don't have a result, but Lenape was the higher seeded team. I think they're the number 2 seed, so good chance that Lenape won that game over Brixton. Meanwhile, Foster tries to go in there. Ball is tipped, and it's going to go Williamstown's way. Anthony Lantine coming in, number 10 for Williamstown. He will replace Landon Eaton. Merrill again providing the pressure on the inbounds. They do get it in quickly this time. Harold Hill with the dribble. Gets it back to Mazamuto. He's guarded by Merrill. Hands off. Almost stepped on the half-court line, but he didn't. Hill will try a three. It's off the rim. Rebounded by Williamstown. Getting the ball that time was Denton. Christian Mazamuto. Open look, driving baseline move. Sends it back out. And now it's stolen by Smith, who's got a clear lane to the basket. Layup for Dante Smith. All right, we confirmed that Lenape did beat Brixton, so they will be the next opponent for whoever wins this game. The number 2 seed will face the winner of this game. 3:20 to go. A 6-point lead now for Williamstown. Mazamuto finds Hill. He loses the ball. But again, the ball keeps finding Williamstown. And now we're going to get a jump ball. I believe Williamstown has the possession arrow. Here's the layup by Smith. That creates a 6-point deficit. The Braves will inbound it underneath their basket. Christian Mazamuto will handle it. Mazamuto goes to the post in the basket made by Haynes. Or Haley. I want to call him Haynes, but it's Haley. Shane Haley with the basket. The lead is now back up to 8. Bowman. Nice pass to Barriento, but it's blocked. He's fouled in the process, so Jabbar Barriento will get some free throws. Just good inbound play there by Williamstown, and the basket made by Shane Haley.
Yeah, Millville doing a much better job of initiating the contact down by their own basket, and they're getting the opportunities from it.
Barriento's good on the first one.
We've talked about Barriento all game long, and for good reason. He's been a huge part of this Millville offense, and he continues to do such at the line.
Didn't get the roll that time. Merrill got the rebound, puts it up a little too hard off the glass. And triple teaming the player. They're going to call a foul. They let him play earlier, and now I knew that that was going to happen eventually. Let's see if this is an actual foul. Merrill got it, put it up a little too hard.
Might have gotten hit in the head. I'm not too short.
Merrill was nowhere near him, and the foul was on Merrill.
I
Bowman was there.
I think Bowman maybe was the one who made the contact there. It looked like there was some head contact, but a little hard to tell.
Ball is loose. Jump ball. Millville will get it on the possession arrow. Still plenty of time here. Good job of coming in. Rivera tied up the ball just enough. And, he slammed the ball. Usually that's a technical. Didn't see that. Smith hands off to Barriento. Jabbar to Caleb Bowman. Hands off to Foster. Bowman makes the move, finds Merrill. Open jumper, too hard. Good rebound by Bowman. Off the glass, yes! Caleb Bowman now has 10 points. The lead is 5 with 2 minutes to go.
And we are certainly in for a finish.
Let's see what Williamstown could come up with. They're going to drive baseline. Shot is too hard. Barriento gets the rebound. 1:45 to go. Jabbar pulls up, shoots, short. Rebound taken. Oh, what an overhand layup by, I believe that was Barriento who got his own board.
And with a lot of energy and a lot of focus, Millville's climbed back to a 3-point deficit.
The ball is tipped. It's still loose, but Millville won't wind up with it.
Millville almost forgot to go for that one.
Smith.
Thought about the 3.
No, they're going to call a timeout. Well, we've got a ball game again. It was a 13-point lead. I think maybe a 15-point lead at one time by Williamstown.
At one point, yeah.
Is that Bowman? Bowman had it on the ground, put the shot up. That was Bowman's basket, okay. I think that was the play before that, wasn't it? The previous basket? Not sure. Nonetheless, the lead is just 3. Williamstown 53-50 over Millville and Ariel. For nothing, Millville has made it a game again.
Yeah, Millville's done a really good job of kind of keeping themselves in this, not letting themselves get too frustrated. Obviously, there's been a lot of frustration in this game on their end, but they've done a good job to almost channel that frustration into points.
Okay, here's the last basket. It was Barriento. Watch this move. Bang! That's what you call hustle. He shot the 3, missed it, got the rebound, and just laid it in.
And when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. And the Millville offense has run extremely well through Barriento.
He's done it all tonight. He really has. Quick look here. 14, 16, 20 points.
Millville is starting to get contributions from other guys in the lineup. Bowman has had extremely great fourth quarter. Merrill's starting to get involved a little bit more in this fourth quarter. He's done a great job on rebounds as well. And Dante Smith has had some excellent work as well.
70 seconds on the clock. Millville possession down by 3. So if Barriento feels a 3, he just might take it. We'll see.
I would not be surprised if they try to set up Barriento.
And now where's the contact?
A little iffy there.
Smith finds Barriento. Jabbar puts the shot up. Rattles off the rim, and unfortunately, Bowman tried to time his rebound, but he didn't quite do it. And Williamstown will call a timeout as Christian Mazamuto noticed that he was double-teamed, nowhere to go, so he called the timeout, and we'll take it with him. 54 seconds left on the clock, 53-50. Williamstown with the lead. Stay with us. It's going to be quite a finish.
Need something fixed? Think Latour Hardware and Garden Center, your best bet for reliable and lasting repairs. For over 30 years, Latour has been the expert in small engine repairs, lawnmower repairs, blade sharpening, screen and window repair, glass cutting, generator maintenance, and power tool repairs. Latour services all major brands, and whether you visit the store or take advantage of Latour's pickup and delivery service, you'll know your job is being done right. Think hardware, think Latour Hardware and Garden Center. Come on in and get started.
It's Thunderbolts basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, Here's your commentators for today's game.
The Thunderdome very much alive with great quality basketball. Williamstown using a lot of different things defensively and offense to build up as high as a 15-point lead, but Millville has responded and cut the lead down to 3. Williamstown does have the basketball and 54 seconds to kill. So I would guess, Ariel, as you were mentioning, that probably Millville will have to foul here at some point.
Yeah, I don't think they need to foul just yet, but if the Braves are able to get down to the offensive zone, I think you might see some hands come out.
Eaton will try to get the ball in for Williamstown. Play off of Merrill, so that stays Williamstown's possession. And smart play by Eaton there just to make sure the ball stays in Williamstown's possession. They get another 5 seconds to come in with an inbounds play. Long range pass is knocked loose. Millville possession as Haley could not reel it in.
And a really strong play there by Bowman. Made sure he did not touch the ball because it did go off of Haley, kind of almost acting as a shield so he didn't touch it.
Look at the frustration on Haley's face.
Bowman did exactly what he needed to do.
All right, so Millville with possession. Merrill away from the basket. Jabbar Barriento with it. 40 seconds to go. Smith looking to drive. Shot is up, no good. And we're going to get a foul against Millville. Yeah. Now somebody grabs a Williamstown player. That might have been Smith. It was, and that's his 4th personal. And he tried to go in, get the shot. The rim didn't connect, and Smith just pulled a Williamstown player away, so that's the foul.
And that does send Williamstown immediately to the line. Both teams in the bonus now, or both teams have been in the bonus.
Owen Denton will shoot a 1-and-1. Misses it.
And
now there was a whistle before.
Yeah, that was Denton shot it and immediately left before the shot was even halfway there.
So he left it where he got in the lane.
Yeah, he shot it and just immediately went for it because he almost immediately
knew
he missed.
I think he tried to miss on purpose.
And that kind of did look like it, but a little too quick there. Now, Millville's got 20 seconds. They got to hurry it up, though.
Barriento cannot get the kind roll, and Williamstown again limiting Millville to 1 shot, and that's been a big storyline as well.
And an interesting strategy there by Millville, trying to go for the 2 and get fouled down the middle.
Well, if you're Williamstown, you want to make 1 free throw here. There's 14 seconds left. Here's the move by Barriento. They just haven't gotten the rolls when they needed them. And the rebound was tipped and taken by Shane Haley, and then he was immediately fouled. So here's the 1-and-1 for Haley. That's what he needed to do because now it's a 2-possession game.
And that's a very important basket for the Braves.
The bonus shot is up, and the bonus shot is off the back rim. Rebound taken by Merrill. They're going to have to hurry, though. Smith tries to go through. Blocking foul. It would have been nice if the ball had dropped, but it didn't. So Smith will shoot 2.
Yeah, Millville clearly trying to draw the fouls instead of trying to take the open look.
Well, these 2 shots would create a 2-point game if he can make them. 8 seconds on the clock. So Dante Smith now trying to help his team get back within 2. First one is good.
Looked like that was almost going to be a little too high.
Yeah, it hit the back rim hard, but it went down instead of out.
You got to control your nerves a little bit if you're Smith here. Looked like he almost put a little too much on that one.
Smith trying to do a little woo-saw moment before the shot. It's up, off the rim. Merrill rebounds it. Barriento for 3. The game is tied with 4 seconds to go. Williamstown will let the clock run out. Oh, they called the timeout. I'm sorry. They call the timeout with 1 second left. Jabbar Barriento, you are a big-time player today. And I like what Merrill did. Could we watch what Merrill did on that?
I know it's crazy.
What a heady play by Jaden Merrill.
I know it's crazy to think this, and I thought about it before the shot. Did Smith miss on purpose?
Well, let's see. Let's see how it looks.
Be a little bold if he did, but I don't think he did, but
boy, if Merrill ever got a
very big rebound by Merrill and a huge shot by Barriento, who's really been the key to this Millville offense. You knew the ball was going to be in his hands almost as soon as Merrill got the rebound.
The crowd is celebrating. They've been chanting all game long, and the packed house here for the Millville side, they're getting their money's worth today. Their team down by as many as 15 points have come back to create a tie at 54.
And no matter what happens here, this has been an extremely great effort by Millville to not get frustrated at that deficit.
Now, you want to cover everybody because there's only 1.6 seconds left. So the best that Williamstown can do is try to do a touchdown pass to the basket. And that is exactly what they try to do. Pass is there. Shot is up. No. I don't know how they got that done in 1.6 seconds. But nonetheless, the shot missed by Mazamudo, and we're going extra time. That alone is an amazing feat by these Thunderbolts.
And like you said, very surprising that the Braves were even able to get a playoff there, as somehow didn't take them a second to get that together.
Of course, had that gone in, Williamstown would have left with a win. But we're going overtime. 4 minutes of overtime. Both teams are in the bonus, so free throws will happen on any foul. I'll tell you what, Millville has given us something to really announce today.
Yeah, just when you thought that Williamstown was maybe going to run away with this at this 15-point lead, Millville's really done a good job to come back.
Well, again, the pressure defense, they pressured the inbounds plays, created some turnovers on that, and just methodically came back. To their credit, they create an overtime session. A 20-point fourth quarter has allowed Millville to force overtime. And they won that quarter 20-9.
And like we were saying, when the Braves were up by 15, it almost seemed like that was going to be an impossible feat to stop their offense. But limiting them to 9 points, their only quarter where they've had single digits, it's a pretty big feat for Millville.
Now, you remember that Owen Denton missed that shot, the one-and-one on purpose, and tried to get his own rebound and got called for it. That helped Millville a little bit.
That's turned out to be a pretty key moment. He was just a little too aggressive on trying to pick it up, and that's really set up this exciting finish.
So we have 4 minutes of overtime. 54-54 is where we start the overtime session. Ball is in the air, and it's won by Williamstown. Even though Merrill got the tap, he put it right in the hands of Landon Eaton. Eaton with the basketball, passes it to Mazamudo. Again, pass to the post. They've done it so well all game, and that's how they start the overtime. Eaton finishes the play. Millville's first possession, Barriento fakes the handoff. Now he's got nowhere to go. Goes all the way back out. Bowman gave him an outlet. Smith puts the shot up a little hard. Rebound is going to be taken by Williamstown. Eaton gets it. We're approaching the 3-minute mark of overtime again. Williamstown with a 2-point lead. They've led for most of the game. Pass. Eaton has the shot. Oh, we're going to get a foul on Bowman. Good job of swinging the ball around. That's the basket originally by Eaton. 2:57 left. 2 free throws coming up.
I believe, if I'm not correct here, the Millville fans are not very happy with the officiating.
Well, at this point, they got to overtime, so you kind of have to disregard that now. Meanwhile, Eaton looking to go 2 for 2 on this trip to the line. He does. He's got all 4 points of the overtime. 58-54 Williamstown.
Braves really controlling the pace of this overtime so far.
Jabbar Barriento into the front court. Switch off. Foster lost it, but Merrill saves it. Jaden Merrill goes back outside to Bowman, and they'll try to reset the offense. Dante Smith to Foster. Switches. Fakes the switch off. Goes to the basket. Gets the layup. Kalon Foster. Now they find. That's a foul. Yep. 2 players converging on Shane Haley, and he'll go to the line.
Williamstown really trying to use that outlet pass, and they've been pretty fortunate to be able to get that done in overtime.
There was a good fake there by Foster, took it right to the hole and off the glass and in. So Haley will get 2 free throws. Skims the first one, in and out. He still has a chance to make it a 3-point lead here. Shane Haley puts it up and puts it in. So 1 for 2. 59-56. 2:22 and counting. Here in the first overtime. Foster gives it to Bowman. He'll switch with Smith. Dante puts it in Barriento's hands. Millville wants to get a good shot here, get some points here. Smith finds Foster, through the paint, no good. Rebound, Merrill puts it up and in. Again, patient offense, and they got the shot they wanted. There's Smith calling out the play, the switch. Foster driving to the hole nicely. And Haley had it for a moment, but it wound up with Jaden Merrill, and he puts it in. 59-58, 1-point lead for Williamstown. And I would think they're going to, again, try to run as much of the clock as they can and get that pass to the post to see if they can put an easy shot in.
You know, they've really been able to do that on the inbounds the last few times, is look for that kind of a home run pass, and Millville's almost kind of lost the guy down by the end. They're going to keep using that strategy of putting as much pressure as they can on the inbounds and try to force the Braves to make a mistake.
Well, this game had everything you could want, and it, like you said earlier, it would have been easy for Millville to cash it in down by 15, but to their credit, they played some good pressure on the inbounds plays that created at least 2 or 3 turnovers. They made the key baskets they had to. Barriento with the clutch 3 that tied it. And now where we're at, 1-point lead with 1:51 left.
Merrill's going to do what he's been doing very well, creating pressure on the inbound.
Eaton will try to get the ball in. 3, 4, he got it in. And he's got a man ahead of the pack. Mazamuto gets the basket.
It was a
he
nice
stutter
play.
stepped. I was a little concerned about a travel there.
It was a nice play by Mazamuto on getting the inbound, letting it kind of bounce in front of him a couple times almost to create that momentum.
So the lead is 3 once again. Barriento pulls up. He'll send it back out to Rivera. Under a minute and a half left. A 3-point game favoring Williamstown. Smith finds Barriento. He tees up the 3. He's got it, and we're tied. Jabbar Barriento. Again, inbounding. They get it to Masamuto, and Merrill's going to be guilty of a foul, and I think that's number 4 on him.
Merrill trying to get the turnover, just maybe a little too aggressive. It's actually his 5th foul.
Barriento squaring it up, putting nice air underneath, nailing the shot to retie the game, and the fans behind. Look at Barriento. Yeah! Oh, the emotions.
And Merrill's got to be careful here. He's at 5 fouls now. Now we got 1:03 left, but for a guy that likes to create a lot of contacts, he's got to be real careful. Looks like they might get him out, though.
Well, he's done if he's got 5. I thought he was. I thought that was his 4th.
They put 5 up on the board. It didn't look like they were in a hurry to get him out, so I wasn't too sure.
2 shots here for Christian Mazamudo. Makes the first one nice and calmly. Christian Mazamudo looking to go 2 for 2 and create a 2-point lead for his squad. He nails both of them. 63-61 Williamstown. The ball is inbounded. Now Barriento will dribble it up court. 1 minute to go. Jabbar Barriento. Hands it off to Smith. Dante off the glass. Too hard. Rebound. Smith got it. Bowman was in the area.
Smith and Bowman almost fighting for the ball. You can hear someone yell, "You're on the same team."
40 seconds left. Foster back to Barriento. Jabbar lays it up. Oh my goodness. What a move by Jabbar Barriento. He draws the foul and can give Millville the lead.
You know, we talked about all game long that you can't let one guy carry offense, but hey, what the heck, why not?
He's been everything for Millville's attack so far. Check out the layup of the underhand layup that he's going to come up with eventually. We'll let you know about the free throw. He's got it. Millville leads.
And you got to think, if you're Williamstown, you want this clock all the way down.
Well, they can do what they've been doing all game and find somebody at the post. They'll probably try to milk the clock here and go for the last shot, win or lose.
Millville doing a good job of covering up the middle.
They steal it! Foster with the steal! The layup! Good! Millville up by 3 with 8 seconds to go! What a comeback! Jalen Foster now makes a contribution. There's the shot there by Barriento that led to the 3-point play. Oh, my.
And the Braves doing exactly what they wanted to do, but Millville giving them absolutely nothing in the middle, forcing the turnover. And you got to say, the Braves have been able to exploit that all game long, but Millville's really shut it down when it mattered.
Here's the defense that led to the 3-point advantage. Yep. It's going to come around. Foster's going to say thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'll see you later. I'll meet you at the basket.
Foster pretty much just said, nah, I think that's my ball, actually.
Freeze frame.
Just a little dramatic effect, that's all.
It's so well into the cylinder, you know it's going to drop. There it's going. It's going to drop. And with 6.3 seconds left, I love when numbers play out the way they are on the scoreboard right now. 63 for Williamstown, 66-63 lead with 6.3 to go. So Williamstown absolutely needs a 3.
And Ian's been pretty good at that all evening. I have to think they might look for him.
Well, yeah, they're going to need a 3, but if Millville does anything right here, they let him. If they're going to drive for 2 points, let him go. Don't foul him. And I'm pretty sure Mike Latour told them that. But I would expect they're going to shoot a 3. And if they shoot a 3 and make it, we'll have 2 overtimes. More than likely. We'll see.
Yeah, the Braves
crowd loves it.
Braves have 2 guys down and the offensive end might try to go for the quick one here.
Mazamudo, he's got to get in position to shoot. They put it up. And it's so good. Millville with a dramatic opening round victory here at the Thunderdome. 66-63. Let's just let you watch the celebration. It's a great day to be a Bolt. And what a comeback for this particular basketball team tonight. Down by as many as 15. Jabbar Barriento nailing the game-tying three with seconds left. 6 seconds, if I remember correctly. Williamstown did get that one shot that would have won the game for them, but they didn't make it. And the overtime session is won by the Thunderbolts. 66-63 is the final score. You know, high school players live for moments in games like this, and I have to tell you, Jabbar Barriento created a lifetime memory of a game for himself.
Yeah, he was really the heartbeat of this Thunderbolt team and really carried him through and had the opportunity to come up huge for his team, and he did it time and time again.
28 points for Barriento. Not sure if that's a career high or anything, but 28 points for that man right there, Jabbar Barriento. And he had 6 of them in that overtime period. Millville winning the overtime period, of course. Let's see. They had 10. Try to do some quick math here. 4, 8, 9. Yep. We have a timeout that we're going to take. We're going to total up the numbers and collect ourselves to give you a post game. And I think I know who our star of the game is going to be. We'll be back in just a moment.
Have you ever wanted to make the big money? Have you ever wanted to drive the big construction equipment? Here's your chance to go to school, learn the big machines, and start a new career. NJSIAA is a heavy equipment operator training school that offers you the opportunity to learn to use the big machines and start earning the big benefits. Don't hesitate. Call today 856-825-6655. That's 856-825-6655. Or visit our website at mcitcnj.com.
Welcome to the exciting world of television broadcasting. Have you ever wanted to be part of the team that creates the magic watched by millions? Would you like to know how it's created? With our intern programs that could lead into a full or part-time position, you can open the door to a lucrative career.
Or perhaps you'd like to be in television sales, making the big commissions and watching your sales come to life on television.
Hi, I'm Ryan Quinn, Chief Operating Officer of Quinn Broadcasting. We're excited to announce the next phase of Quinn Broadcasting and want you to be a part of it. And we're looking for interns, production teams, and salespeople to continue our growth. If you're a videographer, editor, on-screen personality, in sales, or would like to learn, we want to hear from you. We have positions open now. Give us a call at 856-451-2358. Thank you.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
It's Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
This game is why I have nicknamed this place the Thunderdome, because the Thunder definitely struck today. Millville coming away with a victory in overtime after being down by as many as 15 points. Williamstown doing a masterful job of really running its offense and limiting Millville's defense. They didn't give Millville too many second chances at the offensive side. They converted a lot of easy layups. They hit some key threes and earned that 15-point lead. But somehow Jabbar Barriento and the rest of the gang just did not deny themselves a chance to come back. They kept methodically going. Here's some of the action here as Barriento goes through the lane, gets the basket, the underneath layup. There's the one that went in, and he went to the line for the shot. Yeah, he was pumped up. He was pumped up throughout the game. We saw another great shot of him after his three-point shot that I believe tied the game, forced the overtime. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez. And Ariel, this is a breathtaking game. It was quite a finish.
Yeah, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, is Millville could have just said, hey, Williamstown's better than us. They're up by 15. They could have taken their foot down a little bit, but all the credit to them. They did not let that frustrate them one bit. There was obviously a lot of frustration on their part throughout the game for whatever reason we may say. But Millville doing an extremely, extremely good job at not letting that frustration cause too much negativity and almost using that frustration to power them through. We saw the emotion on Barriento's face almost all game, and especially in that fourth quarter and overtime, is you could see how much that moment meant to him to be able to come up big for his team.
Yeah, Barriento definitely, first quarter he had 10 points, and you could tell that he was in rhythm. And we've seen him do that throughout the game. He is a streaky shooter, and when he puts the ball in the basket, you keep feeding him until he misses. And he didn't have much of a second quarter, but that fourth quarter in overtime, he got it done. Barriento, as you see, that is a career high. Did some quick research, did Ariel, and she came up with the fact that Barriento's previous game high total was 19, so he shattered that with a performance of his lifetime right there. 28 points by Jabbar Barriento. Kalen Bowman, he's had struggles scoring this season, but he came up big with 12 points. That's a big effort by Kalen Bowman. And credit to Kalen, he's always guarding the key player. The best player on the opponent often winds up in foul trouble because of it, but he stayed in the game, made some contributions offensively. As you can see, 12 points from him, a big-time effort by Kalen Bowman. Dante Smith, talk about him a little bit. He was relentless in driving to the basket. He got only 6 points, but he just kept pounding inside and trying his best to put the ball in the basket. Kalen Foster with the basket that sealed the game on a steal and a breakaway layup. He had 7. Jaden Merrill, a little uncustomary to see him under double figures, but he really had a tough first half. Again, Williamstown did excellent work in denying him the basketball throughout the first half. Jaden Merrill finishes with 8 points, and those are the starting 5 for Millville. You see great balance on the Williamstown squad, and I think most of that was because of the way they operated their offense. They were looking for that player at the post for the most part, and then they had somebody like Landon Eaton. He hit 3 threes as well. The scores, again, Eaton led the way for the Braves, 21 points for him, 11 points apiece for Christian Mazamuto and for Owen Denton. It was a 12-point effort by Shane Haley, and the other 3 points connected by Harold Hill for the Williamstown total right there. I'm out of breath. They took my breath away, as the song goes, and Millville, tremendous job of coming back. Their 19th win of the season, and you know that among all the buzzer beater against Vineland, the last 1-point victory over Bridgeton, where they trailed for most of the game here at the Thunderdome and whatnot. So we have a big-time effort by the Millville Thunderbolts, probably, obviously, their best game of the season. We have a timeout on the court here. We'll again come back for some other post-game highlights, and we'll see what we have for you when we come back in just a bit.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Thunderbolt basketball on Quinn Broadcasting. Join us now as the Millville Thunderbolts take on their next opponent. And now, here's your commentators for today's game.
The great thing about athletic competition is that you don't know who's going to win until the game is over. Sometimes the game is a runaway, but when you get to this point of the season, the state tournament, Group 4 South Jersey tournament, it's a tight game, and our winning coach, Mike Latour, I tell you what, you have to be so proud of these gentlemen for the job they did tonight.
They just never quit. We never stopped working, and give all the credit to Williamstown. They played a great game, had a great game plan. Just never stopped playing until there were zeros on the clock, and that's what I'm most proud of, especially in the second half.
Williamstown during that first half, they seemed like they actually came out looking to run the post play. They got those layups a lot throughout the first half and built up a lead. Then they got up by 15 late in the game. But I like the way that you set the inbounds plays. You put Merrill on the inbounder, really gave him a tough time, created a lot of turnovers. And the turnovers kept coming. You got the points that you needed. And the big man, Jabbar Barriento, you tell me it's his 18th birthday today. How about that?
The birthday boy today. Yep, he had one to remember, that's for sure.
How do you top this kind of a birthday?
Win on to Wednesday would be nice, but we'll enjoy tonight for a little while.
Talk about Jabbar. I mean, he carried the load. Even in the first quarter, he had 10 points. The team was struggling offensively. Yeah. You know, the 7 points in the second quarter. And the struggle was there, but Jabbar just kept making it happen.
Yeah, he just had one of those nights where he was just feeling it and, shooting with confidence. It's funny, he had a kind of a rough week leading up, or a couple of days of practice leading up. He wasn't hitting a lot of shots in practice, but we just stay at it. He never shies away from shooting, even when he's not feeling it out there. But confidence was going tonight for sure, and he had it all the way till the very end, so great job.
What's great about him is that he's confident with a shot, regardless of to the streak, whether he misses, hits. And we saw him, I think it was the game-tying three that he made. We got a view of him coming back after he made the shot. You got to look at that sometimes because that boy was happy. He hit it with about 3 seconds left, but that was the shot that sent you into overtime. Yeah. But I want to talk about some of the other players. Kalen Bowman, talk about him a little bit because he has been off the scoreboard quite a bit, foul trouble quite a bit. But he really contributed tonight for you.
You've seen enough of our games. Caleb doesn't typically score in double figures. He's a 2, 4, 6-point guy. But he always, ton of rebounds, some steals, some deflections. Tonight, he just wasn't going to let us lose. He put the team on his back, just like Jabbar, and he was just going to will us all the way to a win. And
Dante Smith, very impressed with the way he wasn't afraid to take it into the lane.
That's what we wanted to do at the end there was we said just keep attacking, keep going to the basket. That's usually our strength on offense. And Dante being the lefty, he's usually tough to guard for right players are more used to guarding right-handed players, and Dante's that unique lefty. He gets to the basket. And just a couple of those at the end of regulation, too, just bounced out, I think, 3 in a row we should have made.
Jaden Merrill, of course, as we mentioned, had some trouble in the first half, but he's another one that did not give up either. He got some key rebounds the way he usually does for you at the end of the game. The one tip play that he made that led to a basket, he was contributing in ways that he could, even though the ball wasn't going in for him.
That's our strength is when all 5 guys on the court are contributing, and even some guys off the bench tonight with a lot of depth help us out. Kevin Rivera, Raekwon Ford, some big minutes from them too. So
absolutely,
Jaden he kind of got it going in the second half. I don't know, he was a little anxious or nervous in the first half, but got it going in the second half and was huge.
And the other man, Kalon Foster, the play that sealed the victory for you. He had a pretty good – he only had 7 points, but nonetheless he was a factor. He was another one that kept trying, kept striving and making things happen. In that last play where he gave you the 3-point lead, again, great play to steal and get the layup.
Yep, huge. He's nursing a little bit of a sprained ankle, but fought through it tonight. He played as hard as he could. We were subbing a little bit of offense, defense for him. And, he just did everything he could. At the end there when Jaden fouled out, we said, we got to stay with you if you can play. And he took the challenge. It was great.
Well, you have Lenape coming up. You suspected that. Lenape did beat Bridgeton, so the number 2 seed is next on your docket. It'll be an away game, unfortunately, but nonetheless, I'm sure Millville will travel well for that. Talk about the crowd tonight. They certainly had to help you out.
Yeah, off their energy a lot, and late in the game you could really feel this place was shaking, so very, very exciting.
They were into it for sure. Congratulations, Coach. A big victory and in comeback style. I don't know that I've seen too many games down by 15 in a state tournament come back and win.
Yeah,
congratulations. Great job.
Thank you.
We're going to hopefully get Jabbar Barriento to talk to us about his big birthday game, and we'll be back in just a moment with Jabbar Barriento.
You got it.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it.
Bring myself and my children to complete care because we are a one-stop shop. We use dental, we use medical. I feel as though the quality of care here is great. I love working here. I feel great to work at a place that serves the community. There's a lot of people in need. To me, serving patients means we've been in your shoes. We know what great care means to us, and we want to provide that for you.
It's today's game.
Ariel Melendez.
We stuck together, we came together as a team, and we thought, we got to pull this together, and we can't go out like this. So we just went out there, brought back up our energy, and we played hard, and we came out with a win.
And we talked about a little earlier in the broadcast. You'll be taking on number 2 Lenape in the next one. Not too sure when that'll be, but how ready are you guys for that matchup?
I think we're pretty prepared for it. They're a tough team, but, we're tougher. So we're going to go out there and give them our all and wish they didn't have to play us, But, yeah, we're going to go out there and fight as hard as we can to come out with a win tomorrow on Wednesday.
All right, once again, that's Jabbar Barriento. Career-high 28 points and quite an 18th birthday. Congratulations on the win. Good luck against Lenape.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Ariel Melendez here. Millville coming out with a big 66-63 overtime victory over the Williamstown Braves. We'll be with you again in just a couple days as Millville will take on Lenape in the second round. For Ariel Melendez, Fred Melendez on the call as well. Our great crew here at Quinn Broadcasting, Ryan, Ozzy, Brandon, Amanda. I'm not going to mess up anyone's last name, so we're just going to go first names here. Once again, 66-63 Millville. We'll see you again next time.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.